In a world full of
You have
haters,
hate in your heart.
an insane government,
It's not about freedom or personal choice.
finding gross genetically modified foods. This is Ned Bigby's school. Wrong show. Time and time again. Okay, listen. This is the emotional survival guide. Okay, emotional survival guide. Valentine's. Hold on. Let's get this to focus up. Now we can play the music.
Coming up, looking out, I'll survive, no doubt. Never fear, bring it on, breaking down what's in my way. Finding my place in this world.
All right. All eyes do not see with the same vision. For to one, an object appears of one form and color, and to a different eye another. So also is the infinite fire, changing from color to color, and is never the same from day to day. What is it that you see right here? $1, right? Most people, when they see this, they see a meal ticket. They see gold.
Jackpot.
Mr. Krabs is gonna be home soon, and when he sees what we did to his first dollar.
And some other people look at this like this is not even as valuable as we think it is.
Look what I found in my pocket! Look! A year's salary right here! What I call them? Fun coupons! See that? A fun coupon!
Talking about this.
There is a sense of duality within this dollar. And this dollar is not real.
Money is worth something because the government says so, and we accept that as fact because of our trust in them. After all, they call the shots. This is why they're called fiat, which comes from Latin and roughly translates to let it be done or it shall be. That's why they can just print more of it if they feel like it's necessary.
It's the idea of the dollar. It's the idea of money. The dualistic mindset that's within this idea is rich and poor. The rich mindset and the poor mindset. Some people will kill for this, and some people will wipe their ass with it. The duality comes within the value you place on this. People have this idea in their head that they have to live to work and work to live. That's it. That's all they're here for. They gotta show up, clock in, get that paycheck so that they could just use that money to pay for the bills for the house that they don't live in because they're too busy working to pay for the house that they don't live in. Like, it's just a circle. Everybody knows about this. This is in the zeitgeist of consciousness. Everyone knows about this. You've come to take control. Remember when I said that there were forces that manipulate the material world from the unseen? These forces, their powers come from ignorance, from what man doesn't know. People do not know themselves, so they chase illusions. But you know, I am a rational man. I am a rational person. I like to see both sides before I dive into one side and, you know, be in an echo chamber and stuff like that. I like to see all point of views. So let's see what people on the rebuttal side of this would say.
What is this thing? You've probably seen this eye in a bunch of conspiracy theories and Masonic references. It's the same eye that you see on the back of the dollar bill, but this symbol's meaning and creation actually has nothing to do with any of that.
Nothing to do with any of that. Yes, be oblivious to the mind control that's going on. We don't want you to pay too close attention. But let's see his evidence.
This is known as the Eye of Providence, and it first popped up during the Renaissance. It shows an eye often surrounded by rays of light enclosed by a triangle. Artists used this to represent the all-seeing eye of God. The 3 points of the triangle represent the Christian mythology of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The rays of light are stand-ins for holiness and divinity. This painting is one of the first known appearances of the Eye of Providence, way back in 1525. If you go back even further in history, you can find an eye being used in ancient Egyptian times, but it's not exactly the same thing. For example, the Eye of Horus belongs to Horus the sky god, who's often depicted as a falcon. So it's a falcon's eye.
You see how ignorant this man is towards ancient knowledge? The Egyptian gods were just not from this planet. They just came here And because they were highly intellectual and advanced than us, we thought of them as gods. It's just like if we were to go to a planet that was less advanced than we were, they would look at us for our technological advancement and think that we were gods too.
Fast forward to the founding of the United States, and it ended up on the back of the Great Seal on top of a pyramid. Why?
The pyramid is a sign of strength and of survival.
And it's a sign of representing the unseen ruling class that rules over the ones who don't know any better.
Of being long-lasting, and that's designed to show that the new nation is going to survive, is going to last a long time, and it's built on 13 different steps, meaning the 13 new states, the 13 former colonies.
Conspiracies say the eye in the seal of the United States and on the dollar bill mean that the government is always watching us. But again, its real meaning goes back to a higher power.
It's supposed to represent America being watched over by God, America having been created underneath God's sort of watchful eye.
Are you sure about that?
Well, symbols are easy for people to digest. They're easy on the brain. Whereas data and evidence is much tougher for us. We have to digest it and think about it and come to new conclusions. Symbols can be very powerful. Here's this symbol, it's on the dollar bill. You can attach a picture to it. And it's much easier to do that than it is to say, well, listen, we have free markets and we have democracy, and both of those things are incredibly messy, and no one's really controlling it.
This man is a fool, and he wants you to be a fool like him. I'm telling you, because what did he even say in all of that? What did he really say? He said that the government uses the symbol of the Eye of Providence on the back of the dollar bill because it's easier to digest statistics with it. What? Then he says that there's no manipulation in the markets. What planet is this man on, bro? Like, yo, your planet got no manipulated markets? That's fire, bro. Have you ever heard about monopolies where powerful corporations dominate the market, blocking anyone from having access or information?
There is no national conspiracy to buy elections and control America.
You don't need a formal conspiracy.
Right.
When interests converge, these people went to the same universities and fraternities. They're on the same boards of directors. They're in the same country clubs. They have like interests. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them, and they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information things. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice.
And Bill Gates is one of those monopoly kingpins, bro. Like, he's stretching all over. This computer man is now doing health stuff. Like, when he came out talking about the shots and stuff, I'm like, wait, he's a doctor now? like he's monopolizing over the land. He's buying up land for the agriculture. He's monopolizing over the health, over the, like, there's monopolies over the entertainment. There's monopolies over the news. And you're telling me that none of it is, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Keep up.
But if I can give you a few symbols, and if attach some names to it, all of a sudden you have an evil villain that you can pin the blame on.
Okay, but throughout history, it's clear evil villains do exist. Is it really such a stretch to believe that others like them might be using symbols to signal their secret intentions?
So there are all sorts of things that people see that they believe are clues put out there. So the dollar bill, the way the roads are made in Washington, D.C., there's a painting in the airport in Colorado that people think, is really an Illuminati base. People think that there's secret messages in the movies and the music. The truth is that if you're pulling off a grand conspiracy, the idea is that you want to do this in secret. You don't want to be caught. You're not going to put out clues. So it doesn't make sense.
They put out symbols because they're toying with your consciousness. They want you to blatantly see it so that when you do, you just shrug it off like this guy. The point of subliminal messaging is to seep into the subconscious of the viewer. Like how hypnotists do with a pocket watch. They keep you focused on the clock, distracting your conscious mind while simultaneously implanting ideas in your subconscious.
Instead of signifying an all-seeing power that watches over all of us and hints to greater and more sinister plans ahead, maybe a simpler explanation is true. It's just a symbol.
Hello, Brother Roger. Come right in, Brother Squidward. Thank you. Moving car security and have these... Sir, it's... him.
This always gives me the creeps. He's the president of Hollywood. He's supposed to give you the creeps. Greetings, your tinseliness, imperious leader of Hollywood.
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is. I have no idea. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at them trying to come it up.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now I know it sounds pointless. It sounds like the opposition has the upper hand. It sounds like these Illuminati members or whoever, the shadow organization, the Shadow Brothers, the people who rule behind the scenes. I don't necessarily think that their name is Illuminati. I think they sent that out there to make it a meme so that people can make fun of the idea of a secret organization. The rulers, the people who are still here from those times with the pyramid, they're still here. That energy gets transformed, remixed, and history gets rewritten, and you know, people forget. I don't care what you think as long as you're thinking. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.